Oh, well, right now I feel way, way better. Going into last season, it was kind of a battle to try to, get back to 100%. Basically what it came down to was I just needed more time to recover, and sometimes the NHL schedule doesn't always work out with, guys' injuries. So you kind of gotta either try to battle through it and play through things or sit out. So that's the situation where I was in last year, and I didn't have a whole summer last year to be able to train how I'd like to, and it was kind of more rehab stuff. And when you start doing that, then you kind of lose a step here or there, or different things that you can't really do, that you can't work on, that you want to work on in the summer. And you're trying to play catch up. So this year was a really good summer, and I feel great.
Opening night in Hockey Town has turned into quite a thing over the years here. How exciting is the room just to experience this?
Yeah, I mean, I think all the players are even more so excited this year with fans being back in the building. So I think it's going to be a great night. It's been a long time since we've seen full buildings, and the noise that the fans bring. They bring a whole other side of the game that we didn't have for the last year and a half or whatever it was.
Max Boltman.
Hey, Dan, I wanted to ask you about Philip Hronik, and he's kind of he's moving into that veteran phase of his career now. What have you seen in terms of his growth, and particularly in the preseason from that?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. He skates, he's strong, and he's smart out there. You can really tell he knows the game. He thinks the game well. That's pretty obvious to me, and just how he plays out there. And I think over the last couple of years, he's probably just learned how to play at the NHL level a little bit. As a young defenseman, sometimes you maybe try to do too much here or there when you're new, and he's kind of honed in his game where he makes plays when there's plays to be made, but he doesn't try to force things, and I think if you find that balance, especially as a young defenseman in this league, I think you're going to be all right. And he's done that. He's played really well.
Not that many guys play 22, 23 minutes a night their first couple of years in the league. You guys, what can that do for him, kind of getting really thrown to the fire that way?
Yeah, I think when you're playing bigger minutes, it's more of a responsibility. So when guys are able to handle that, it gives you a lot of confidence too. So when you're playing those minutes and you're playing well, you get kind of on a roll, and you get into a rhythm out there, and you get confident and make good plays with the puck, and try to settle in when you can, and that's exactly what he's done.
Kind of in that same vein, Jeff mentioned earlier on Monday, one of the deeper blue lines. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ted Colton.
Hey, Danny. Just talk about being named one of the alternates. I mean, how big of an honor is that for you?
Yeah, it's a huge honor. It's a team that I've grown up watching my whole life, and I had a dream growing up as a kid to play here. So it's pretty awesome, and it's pretty special for me, especially even more so now being named assistant captain. So just gonna try to go out there and play my game, play solid, take care of the D zone, add some offense when it's there as well, and be vocal in the room when needed and whatnot, and lead on the ice when you have to.
I was going to ask you, I mean, does anything change now because of getting that letter? I mean, the way you approach things or approach things in the locker room, I mean, anything done differently, or do you just go about the business that you always did?
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot that I do differently, whether the letter's on the chest or not. So we got guys with a lot of experience in the room, and guys like Nick Leddy and Sam Gagne. Obviously Stalzy being named assistant now, but whether you have a letter on your chest or not, it doesn't always matter. So guys are going to lead, and guys that have been around the league a long time, they got respect from the team and the coaching staff as well. So not much is going to change.
Sounds good. Congrats, Danny. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bob Duff.
And Danny, Coach Blashill's talked a lot about the defense being the deepest he's had since he's coached this team. As a member of that core, what do you see as the strengths of this group?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's right. We have a great core back there this year. Way more depth than I think we've had in years past. Bring in Nick Leddy, guy's been in the league a long time, and Jordan Osterley on the left side there. Mo Sider coming in this year, and he's got it looks like he's going to be a really good player. So we have a lot of depth guys who will find their roles kind of as the season goes a little bit, I think. But, I also think that we have guys who, if someone's having an off night, we got guys who can step in and play the, higher role if needed. So, it'll be finding some chemistry a little bit to start, but I think, it looks really good so far.
And people always ask when you get a letter put on your jersey, like, do you change? But it obviously shows the opinion the organization has of you as a player. Is that almost like a confidence boost when a team says, we think you can we want to designate you as one of our leaders?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I think you could say that. Obviously it's a positive thing for sure. So, I'm going to take it and go into the season and try to, play as well as I can and just lead the best I can. But yeah, I definitely think it's a good thing.
Thanks.
Wayne St. James.
Hi, Danny. How did it happen? Did you find out, or who told you?
Blash just called me in the office a couple of days ago, and he let me know then. And then we had a meeting the next day, and he just let everybody know who the two assistants were going to be.
And I'm just curious. It seems like a blink of an eye since you joined the team out of Western. Do you feel like a senior on the team?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. It's going to my 10th season, so time flies, and the league just gets younger and younger. So when I first got here, I think the first couple of years I was the youngest guy on the team, and we had some older teams back then too. But now, so you're seeing so many young players influx to the league, and young guys getting a chance every day, and it's pretty special for me to to still be here, and I'm excited about it.
Thanks.
Last question, Daniela Bruce.
Hey, Danny, just back to being named alternate captain. Obviously, Mark Stahl also named alternate captain, and Dylan Larkin, the captain of this team. Can you just talk about the relationship you have with both of those guys and what that dynamic will look like moving forward?
Yeah, with Stalzy, ever since he got here last year, we've had a really good relationship, and he's led in the room. He's been around 900 something games, and I don't know how many years, but he has a lot of respect from the players and coaches, and he's been a great leader back there for us ever since he got here. And then you look at a guy like Larks, who's he's a younger player, but he's been here a long time now, and ever since he got here, he's worked his tail off every day in practice, and he comes in and proves it at night during game times too, and he's been one of our best players the last number of years since he's been here. So I'm really good buddies with both of them, and they're both good players, and they'll be really good leaders for us.
It's a much different lineup this year than you saw last year heading into opening night. What are the vibes like in the locker room? What's the relationship like between you guys?
I think guys are just excited to get going. We had a long preseason here and a lot of practices, so guys are just excited to play for real now. So yeah, there's definitely some new faces in the room. We'll have to find that chemistry with line mates and combinations and whatnot, and special team stuff, penalty kill, all that. But it's a great group of guys. It's been a lot of fun so far. It's an energetic group, and guys are happy to be here, so it's been really fun.
Thanks, Danny. Good luck.
Thanks, everyone. Be back shortly with Mark Stahl.
Thanks.